Well, good morning and welcome to Vision. There I am. Good morning, welcome to Vision. I'm so glad you're all here. Everyone got their Christmas shopping done and all that stuff. You're done with turkey leftovers, I take it, maybe? Well, let's stand together and celebrate a new season.
It's Christmas, the whole world rejoices. Let's lift up our voices and be of good cheer. It's Christmas, the angels are singing, the bells are ringing, and Christmas is here.
Try it with us.
It's Christmas, the whole world rejoices. Let's lift up our voices and be of good cheer. It's Christmas, the angels are singing, the bells are ringing, that Christmas is here.
You know this one.
Go tell it on the mountain, over the hills and everywhere. Go tell it on the mountain that Jesus the Christ is born. Go tell it on the mountain, over the hills and everywhere. Go tell it on the mountain that Jesus the Christ is born. Angels we have heard on high, sweetly singing o'er the plains, and the mountains in reply, echoing their joyous strains. Gloria in excelsis Deo. Gloria in excelsis Deo. It's Christmas, the whole world rejoices. Let's lift up our voices and be of good cheer. It's Christmas, the angels are singing, the bells are ringing, that Christmas is here. Christmas is here. Christmas is here.
But how did it get here so quickly? But wait. We just finished up the turkey, didn't we? Oh my gosh. Let's breathe. We have this whole month stretching out before us to do the Christmas thing. Isn't that fun? It's only December 1st. Yay. Let's pray. I give great thanks for this day, for everything that is in it, for each and every one of us who are here, for those of us that are online, our Vision at Large community, knowing that we are all one. Not only the Vision community, but all beings everywhere. We know each and every one of us as the outpicturing of the one life of God, individualizing that expression, making it perfectly, totally unique and different from any other expression of God. But each one of us an expression of God nonetheless. I give great thanks for the good here, for the good in our hearts, for the good that is God through us and as us in the world. For we are the ones who show up. We are the ones that do the work of Spirit on earth. It is through us, as us in the world, that God is realized and recognized. And so we come together to celebrate that we are that which thou art. Giving great thanks, I simply let it be. And so it is. Good morning, good morning. How is everybody? Yay! Over the tryptophan coma that you all... God, I love turkey. Good grief, I just do. I love it. Anyway, breathing that in. Well, we have a special installation today. I'd like to bring up Rich Poser. He is our core council president. You're going to make it ready. Yay! I'm so glad. because we're celebrating and installing our peace pole came. Yep. And there it is, all the different languages that we could fit on it. It says, "May peace prevail on earth." So you'll get it into, I know, it's a little difficult. Oh, there you go. So we're going to leave it like that. Stay up here with me. Okay, so if you would just close your eyes, we're going to read this prayer aloud for you. As we bring to mind the truth of our oneness with Spirit and our oneness with each other, we stand before this peace pole. We humbly bless the symbol of our collective desire for peace on earth. May the words, "May peace prevail on earth," inscribed on its sides, resonate in the hearts of all who see it, reminding us to strive for unity, compassion, and understanding across all boundaries. Guide us to live in harmony with one another and grant us the strength to actively pursue a world that works for everyone, where peace prevails forever. And so it is. Amen. Thank you.
Do you know it's in Braille too?
It is. It is. We have it in Braille as well. Just fills my heart to overflowing. So it'll find a home here, maybe not in that exact place, but it'll be someplace here where we can just remind ourselves, right? That's what a symbol is for, just to remind ourselves of what is absolutely possible. I like that. That's it. That's all we're going to do today. I think that's wonderful. I'm just like all filled. It's just great. I want you to know that we have practitioners here. These are people who, well, I should take that back. Hang on a second. We're all practitioners. Ernest Holmes said that anyone who practices this science of mind and spirit philosophy is a practitioner. They are practitioners of their own lives. Now, some people go further than that, and they begin to explore at a deeper level being a practitioner in public, being a practitioner for the public, for the good of all, for the world. And they take many classes, and they go very deep, and they get licensed through Centers for Spiritual Living worldwide. And so I would love the practitioners, the licensed practitioners, to raise their hands, and the ministers. These are people that have gone through all of that training. And they know the truth for us. They have studied for a long time, and they are the ones we go to for prayer. So at the end of the celebration, the practitioners and the ministers will be called up here to the front. They'll be ready for prayer for you. They know the truth for you. And it changes things. Have you noticed prayer change things? Prayer changes things. It absolutely does. We even have it on the wall. Prayer changes things because it changes us. We become those clear vessels through which the energy, which is spirit, can flow. And as it flows through us, it can change conditions around us. That's why we do what we do. So, see a practitioner after the celebration today. Come up and get prayer. For our online community, you know we have a meet and greet room after the celebration as well. You can go to a breakout room with a prayer practitioner, one-on-one, and get prayer there as well. There is inside your bulletin, there's a prayer request form. You can fill it out. If you put your phone number on it, we can call you at home, pray with you over the phone. If you check the little box, we'll put a prayer on your voicemail. We'll leave it there, and that's always wonderful because you can just go back and hit it, again and again and again, as much as you need. That's a wonderful gift you give to yourself. So however you'd like to be served in prayer, please do it. Don't leave here today, like the American Express, right? Don't leave here without it. Don't leave here today without getting prayer support. Because, even if everything's going great, right? My life is going swell. It can't be better. Yes, it can. Yes, it can. The prayer is thank you, more please, right? So there's always a prayer. There's always room for prayer. God, I sound like a commercial. Sorry about that. And, okay, here we go. There's something else I want to show you. Welcome packets. If you are new to Vision, if you're just trying us on for size, right? If you are a guest today, please pick up a guest packet and find out all about us. It's not a lot to read. It's real thin, but there's enough to let you know who we are. We're affiliated with Centers for Spiritual Living, which is a worldwide movement. Started in like 1919, I believe. Really, that's really good to know. Anyway, and it's been around that long. There is an umbrella of New Thought churches that fall under this new thought idea, right? In religious science, science of mind and spirit is one of them. There's unity, there is divine science, there's other ones. Anyway, this tells you all about Vision's version. Vision's version of new thought, science of mind. And we have a greeting on the front. We're going to say it right now for our guests. We're going to say it to remind ourselves, and we're going to say it right now. You ready? Whoever you are and wherever you are welcome here. You are safe and you are loved. Absolutely true. I love that. I'm going to put that here. And I'm going to ask you right now, because you are safe and loved, you can turn to somebody and say, welcome to Vision. People get up, I love it. Yay. I love it. People getting up, wandering around. It's wonderful. Hey, how are you doing? How's everything? Yay? Why, thank you kindly, James. So I'm going to turn this over to James Vandenberg now. He is our choir director. He's also leading the celebration singers right now, and they are going to sing our centering song to prepare us for our 5-minute meditation. Take it away.
Vision. My name is Marcus Gilliland. I am a licensed practitioner here at Vision, as well as a ministerial student. Yay! I passed my capstones. I know that's not the moment for this, but... So I'm going to read a few quotes. TK is going to ring the bell, and then we'll have a 5-minute meditation, and I'll come back for a prayer. From Butterflies Rising, why are we here if not to live with unreasonable passion for things? And from our founder, Ernest Holmes, God is right where you are. God is infinite intelligence. Therefore, God is right where we are and right within us. God is divine, self-propelling, self-manifesting power. Therefore, divine power and divine guidance are within us. one life, one power, one self-existent cause that has always been eternal, almighty, before the concept of time, existing well beyond any concept that man can come up with. Always relaxed, always at ease with itself, forever in a state of creation, of activity, of unfolding in its own imagination, unlimited in its power to be and to express. It is everywhere present. That means it is right here where I am, everything that I am, every ounce of my being, down to the space in between the molecules of me, is saturated with this presence and this power, expressing in me, through me, as me. As I know this is true for me, I know this is true for everyone here, everyone online, everyone throughout history who might come across a video, a vision, hearing me speak these words right now. It is that truth that is eternal and constant, never wavering from that. And so in that truth, I also know that all of the goodness, all of the beauty, all of the wisdom, all of the balance, all of that is within each one of us right here, right now, expressing uniquely and still combined in that unity of that oneness, immensity expressed in multiplicity. And so I know as we gather here this morning that that power and that presence is interacting with itself as we interact with each other. That all of the volunteers, all of the friends, all of the members, all of the visitors, everyone online, the musicians, our neighbors and our friends flying by on the highway and over our heads and planes, all of it is an expression of this one life, this one celebration, this one goodness. And we come together as community to explore and to express this goodness and this beauty and this wonder that is this season moving into the light. And knowing that it is all good because we are here. We are here right now. And so I do know a greater abundance. I do know a greater expression of health. I do know a greater expression of community, of friendliness, of compassion, of mindfulness, of awareness, of the gift that is already here. That the realm of God is not only at hand, it is within each one of us, vibrant and alive and exciting. And for this I am grateful. I'm grateful for this house of vision. I'm grateful for this philosophy. I'm grateful for my friends and my family. And in this attitude of gratitude, I simply let this go into that infinite law of mind that understands everything that I've thought, every word that I've said, every sound that I have uttered, and brings back to me 1,000-fold over and over again the goodness, the greatness, and the wonder that is mine to behold and to share. Thank you, Spirit. I just simply lay this down and I let it be, and so it is. Amen.
Today, our guest is still maintaining the celebration of this week and with gratitude, and it may be because he's from Flint, Michigan, which is right down the road from Ann Arbor, that apparently just won its 4th time. Or he's just in a spirit of gratitude. And it's just fantastic because he brought his band with him today, the Leftover Turkeys.
You're so self-effacing, Mark. Hi, everybody. Yeah, and it's true. I just couldn't let Thanksgiving go yet. But we can all be thankful that it's Christmas time. But we are going to do a song now called Gratitude. And you've heard it before, but it bears repeating. Ready? A 1, a 2, a 1, 2, 3, and... I wake up, my eyes pop open, I can see the sun illuminating the room. I look out my window and maybe watch a bee buzzing round from bloom to bloom. I jump up, throw on some clothes and head out the door. And I breathe in another wonderful day. I'm smiling 'cause life is good and I'm in a mood where nothing is gonna get in the way of my gratitude. I'm filled with love for life and gratitude. Well, I know there's more to life than a happy face. There are lots of troubles that weigh on everyone's mind. But you see, the trick is to get yourself to that grateful space and not get caught up in the grind. Thanksgiving, friends and family all gather round. But Thanksgiving is not just some holiday. No, it's a place that can really brighten your attitude. Do whatever you gotta do so you can stay there in gratitude. 'Cause each day is a holiday in gratitude. It's all the everyday things, the simple on your way things that make each day a day to be thankful for. So just be glad you got 'em. But should you hit rock bottom, be thankful that you can't go down anymore. No, you can't go down no more. Tonight, when I shuffle on off to bed, before I swim that river of dreams, I'm gonna take time to give some thanks so I won't be rude. Life's always more wonderful than it seems when there's gratitude. Yeah, life goes a whole lot better with gratitude. I'm alive, so I better show some gratitude. Sing this with me. Life is good and I am grateful. 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 Thank you very much, and I'm very grateful for this band over here. Those guys are wonderful. And I'm grateful for her.
Oh.
That lady right there.
Thank you so much. Well, it's December 1st. Yay! We made it. Good grief. We're closing out another year. It's amazing. Anyway, December we have a new theme. The theme is sticking the landing. I think those people in Colorado watched a little too much Olympics last year while they were figuring out these talk titles. I don't know, the themes. Sticking the landing. I love it. I think it's great because here we are, right? Ending it. Let's do it. Let's end the year. So the talk is, here we are. Because, well, here we are, right? Here we are. We are closing out the calendar year. We are setting powerful intentions for the new year. Prayers and meditations and contemplations for the highest and the best for the upcoming year. Making plans to be the highest and the best self in order to make manifest those powerful intentions we are setting, right? We can't manifest our own highest and best if we're not a vibrational match for that. So the work we're doing is the work on ourselves. Here we are, right? This is what we do all the time, though, isn't it? I mean, this is our spiritual path, is always working on ourselves to become the highest and best self in order to manifest those highest and best conditions that we want. And so I found this talk that Ernest Holmes did, and I'm going to be quoting from this one talk in this talk. And it was called Constructive Non-Resistance. I love the title alone, right? Gives you chills. Anyway, he gave this talk February 18th, 1945, just as relevant today. All right, so let me give you a little context. Many of us were not around in February 18th of 1945. So here's a little context for you. The conference at Yalta had just finished. The bombing of Dresden was going on as he spoke these words, and the raising of the American flag at Iwo Jima was about a week away. The world was deep in duality, absolutely. And so here's one of the things he said. He said, if you see a man in the mud, you do not wallow in the mud with him, but you reach down and you lift him up. You identify yourself with the divine spark in him. You do not identify with the mud. You identify yourself with God, who lifts itself up and finds eternal dwelling in the place within our mind. So here we are. We're further away, right, from our election. That was an exercise in duality, wasn't it? Right? In the duality that we know does not exist, but the apparent duality, and this recent election was a tough one. Sometimes I think they're all tough, but, fairly split down the middle, lots of apparent duality, right? And here we are, and we got through it, right? And we're still one. The truth of us is we are one. We reconcile the apparent duality within ourselves. Right? Because we are here to see the wholeness of everything, right? In order to be that person that we just talked about, in order to be that highest and best self, we have to reconcile the apparent duality within ourselves, right? We want to see the world as one. We want to see humans as one. We want to see this universal energy as one, individually expressing, but one. Here's from this same talk that Ernest gave. We no longer identify ourselves with what is negative. And he said, that's not easy. It is indeed very difficult, but we will never arrive until we arrive at the level where our state of mind is not exclusion, but inclusion. The greatest gift is the one that includes the most joy, the most friendship, the most love, play, harmony, the most of God. God is not excluded from anything. What we must resist is the presence of that which denies eternal harmony and eternal peace. So this means we must know each other as one. This apparent duality, this us and them, boy, it's been dogging us for a long time, hasn't it? Good and evil, however we separate it up. It is the symbolic story of the tree, right? The tree of the knowledge of good and evil. It wasn't the tree of good and evil, right? It was the tree of the knowledge of good and evil. What that is the consciousness of judging. That's what it is. It's the consciousness of judging. Now, there was another tree in the garden, right? There was the tree of life. Why the hell didn't we eat off that one? We would have been mortal beings, right? Oh, no, we didn't eat off that one. We ate off the other one. The tree of the knowledge of good and evil, which is just a way to judge. That's all it is. It's just a way to judge. This is good, that's not good, right? You know, I like chocolate. I'm partial to chocolate. Not a fan of vanilla, right? That's discernment. Now, why wasn't there a tree of discernment in the garden? That would have been better still. We wouldn't be in the mess that we're in all the time if there was a tree of discernment in the garden, right? That's discernment. But if I say I love chocolate and people who love vanilla are just dumb, I don't like them, they shouldn't even like vanilla. What's wrong with you for liking vanilla, right? That's the tree of the knowledge of good and evil. That's the judgment. Right? This is good and that stinks and I'm for this team and not that team. And I watched your team. It was a great game. Anyway, but when we judge by appearances, we are judging the effects. We're judging the outer. We're judging not the cause. God is cause. God is cause. We're judging the effect. We're judging how it looks from the outside. The cause receives the impress of our most predominant thoughts on a personal level and on a universal level, and it outpictures accordingly. It outpictures accordingly. Ernest Holmes said the law is impersonal and infallible. Doesn't care who uses it, does the same thing every time to anybody who uses it, that makes no judgment. It just does. And in that same talk, Ernest said, we do not say that people are not sick. We do not say people are unhappy or that there is no war. We say this: everything in the objective world, everything that transpires is of nature. It is the realm of the effect. And what do we know about the effect? But that it always changes. It always changes. Things come and go. They come and go. In the physical world, nothing stays. That's why in the Bible they said it came to pass. Never said it came to stay. Everything in the physical world comes and goes. Everybody in the country is going through their process right now, right? We're all going through a process. And there'll be something else down the road. There'll be something else that'll get our attention. There are some happies. There are some disappointeds. There are some in the middles. There are some... Remember the talk a couple of weeks ago when I talked about the Chinese farmer? Right? Maybe. Oh, this is really great. Maybe. This is really terrible. Maybe. Right? This is where we are, aren't we? Right now? We're right there. This is what I know is truth right now. Sadness will not manifest happiness. Anger will not manifest peace. Separation will not manifest unity. We must, as we are becoming the people who manifest great things for ourselves in our lives, we must abandon duality. It's really that simple, like Ernest Holmes said, and that difficult. We must abandon duality. Duality only exists at the level of the effect in the physical world. We talk about that all the time in physics, right? There is no such thing as darkness. There is only light. It's a continuum. It's a continuum. Light exists. There's no dark scale. Did you ever hear of a dark scale? We can measure light down to a single photon. But there is no dark scale. You can't measure dark because as soon as you turn on a light, dark doesn't exist. It's only light, as little or as much as you can bear, right? It's all light. It's only one thing. And this is the single thing that God is. This is the unity. We must embrace that unity for ourselves and for the world if we're to move beyond this apparent illusion of duality. Ernest Holmes, same talk, goes on to say, we get confused because we are identified with the external. Now we must turn to the inner oneness, that divine notion, and not resist the external, not deny it, because it is there, but we non-resistantly plan to remove it. We must not get caught up in the picture to the exclusion of the vision. That is a beautiful thing, right? This is the idea of resist not evil, right? You know, that biblical resist not evil and it flees from us. Get thee behind me, Satan. There's another one. There's a lot of quotes about that. All these quotes are about turning away from what we don't want so that we can concentrate on the good. Emma Curtis Hopkins said, look up. She always said, look up. If you want your highest and best good demonstrating in your own life, look up all the time. Because that's where infinite possibility is. It's not down in the dirt, right? It's always looking up. Joel Goldsmith said what? Turn to God. Forget everything else. Forget everything else. Forget the conditions. Just turn to God. That old expression, what we resist persists. But the end of that quote is, what we resist persists, what we embrace, we transform. So we have to look at something and then through it and beyond it to see what is the God truth there? What is the God truth? Because this is where our spiritual power lies. In the present moment. Our true spiritual power lies right here, right now, in this present moment. In the act of creation. We create as the Creator creates, right? Because we are an outpicturing of Source. We're the outpicturing of the divine source. We have just as much creativity as the Creator to create. We actually co-create. There's way too many creations in that sentence. But we do it at the human level. Spirit creates, right? This gigantic universe, could you imagine? And God is still creating, still outpicturing, still doing other things, absorbing creations and forming new creations. And don't we do that same exact thing in our lives? We co-create. And when we take our attention off the things we've created, they fall away, don't they? When we're no longer interested in them, when we stop thinking about them, when we stop looking at them, stop paying attention to them, those are the things that fall away from our lives. We withdraw our energy from things we no longer desire, and they die off all by themselves from lack of energy. Lack of energy. We stop paying attention to them. We stop feeding them with our energy. They go away. They die off by themselves. Because we are creative beings. Because we are in the business of creating something new. So the old stuff falls away from lack of energy. Bucky Fuller, don't you just love Buckminster Fuller? God, I just love him. Anyway, he said, you never change things by fighting against an existing reality. To change something, you build a new model that makes the existing model obsolete. That's what creation is. This is what we do in our lives. We create something, poof, not poof, but it manifests. Maybe not that fast, but it manifests. And you go, I love this, or you know what? Now that I have it, I'm like, I don't know, maybe not so much. You take your attention away from it to create something new, don't you? And then the old thing just sort of withers on the vine. Withers on the vine. Just like Jesus killed off that fig tree. Damn you, and it was gone. We create something new. And this is what Ernest Holmes meant by, we are the people that are for something and against nothing. I love that. He said that at the Sermon by the Sea in August of 1959. Right? We are the people that are for something and against nothing. That does not mean anything goes. That's not how he meant it, right? Woohoo, free for all, do whatever the hell you want. That's not what he meant. He meant don't give attention to the stuff you don't want. Only focus on what you do want. And we all want the same things, right? We all want love and joy and friendships and abundance and houses and, place to lay our head at night. We all want the same stuff. Keep on those things. That's what he meant. Move in the direction of your desires. More health, more abundance, more freedom, more unity. All of those qualities of God. And what begins to form are those kinds of things in the manifest universe, right? They begin to form because we've accepted them as so, we've embraced them, they begin to demonstrate. That's how prayer changes things. Again, in that same talk, Ernest said, we have a right to any happiness which we can conceive, provided that happiness hurts no one and is in keeping with the nature of progressive life. And that is a useful caveat, is it not? We must not pursue our path of enlightenment to the detriment of someone else. We must not grab onto our good at the expense of someone else's good. We must not even think more for me, but not for you. Right? We can't even have those thoughts because that in itself is demonstrating a false belief in duality, right? Yea, me, and not you. That was the whole, in the Bible, that passage about if you're going to go bring a gift to the altar, if you have something, you're holding something against someone else, don't even bother putting your gift there. Your prayer is not even going to be answered because you're holding someone outside of love. And Ernest Holmes said, for selfish reasons alone, if from no loftier position, we cannot afford to find fault, to have, or even to hold in mind anything against any living soul. The God of love cannot hear the prayer of one who fails to love. Does make sense, doesn't it? It makes sense. God is all there is. We cannot deny good for anyone while declaring good for ourselves. Does that make sense? Everyone is part of the all that God is. When we say God is all there is, we mean God is all there is. There are no exceptions. God is all there is. One part of the whole entity cannot go to war against another part of the whole entity. That is the house that is divided by itself that must fall, right? They make mention of that in the Bible. Your left foot can't yell at your right arm saying, you're doing it wrong, It's part of one entity. It's part of the body, and that's who we are. We're part of the body of God, all of us. All of us, no exceptions. And when we deny others, I want this for me, but them, no, they don't deserve it. That's duality, right there. You have fallen into the illusion of duality. Just like all of us are part of the body of God. There's nothing else happening here but that we are all the body of God. And in that same talk, he said this, daily we should practice affirming that our cup is filled and running over, always remembering that what we affirm for ourselves, we must affirm for others. Living and letting live, giving and receiving, loving and being loved. Our cup of acceptance is filled from the horn of God's abundance. See, it is not our responsibility to determine who deserves. Who deserves? That's not our job. That's the domain of Spirit. Spirit gives to all alike. The gift has already been given. Each one of us must determine what we will accept. Our job is just to see the outflow of the divine through everything. The outpicturing of the divine through everything. That's our job. That's the spiritual path, is to continue to see God at work. God at work everywhere through each and every one of us. Despite our own unhealed wounds and despite our unskilled behaviors and despite all of the thoughts of not belonging, sometimes we have all of that, don't we? Me? Is it only me? God, I hope not. Right? We have all those unskilled behaviors. Look, they've existed forever too. Remember that story in the Bible where Jesus gave that great talk and he came back in? And James said, wow, really great story, Jesus. What does it mean? Explain to us what it means. And Jesus turned to him and said, are you still so dull? And I thought, oh my God, even Jesus gets snarky. I love it. I love it. And then, of course, Peter turned and said, James, shall I get thee some aloe for that burn? No, he didn't say that really. But he could have, right? We all act out of those unskilled behaviors at times. We do. Even despite that, it's still all God, right? It's still all God. And we come back to our center. We come back to those highest and best good. We come back to those highest and best intentions we have set for ourselves to become that person, to become that highest and best person. So it's our job to heal those wounds and heal all that unskilled behavior and heal all those false beliefs. And we are healing in our own way, in our own time, from our own wounds. And what is called for in all of us is compassion, understanding, empathy, sympathy, something, right? To give everyone space, to be where they are in the moment. That's our job, to show up and to greet people right where they are in the moment and love them anyway. People are messy, love them anyway, right? We are healing from the false beliefs of the illusion of separation. But as practitioners of the science of mind and spirit, we know we're one. We know it. Right? Here we are. And here's where we find ourselves. Some of us are out front, already healed, shining a light. Some of us are lagging behind. Some of us are sitting in the little, those little turnouts on the freeway, the little vistas, you can just turn out and just look for a while. Some of us are there, not going anywhere, just looking around, waiting for inspiration to strike. Some of us are already cartwheeling down the path of enlightenment way ahead of us, going, come on, it's great. We are all in different places. Each must be seen from the God's eye view. The God's eye view. We are multiplicity without division. That's what Ernest Holmes said. We are multiplicity without division. We are spirits showing up individually as each one of us, and aren't we marvels? Aren't we precious and beautiful and magnificent diamonds with all of the facets that we have to us, different from each other, different, unique from each other, all brilliant gems. Each one of us must be seen from the God's eye view, right? Multiplicity without division. Here we are, with an opportunity to heal ourselves and in turn heal others by our presence. Here we are to do the work of spirit, right? To the person right in front of you, to the next person alongside of you, to the person in the supermarket, right, who's maybe having a bad day, to the guy on the freeway who just cut you off. We are here to do the work of spirit. We are here with an opportunity to see as God sees, to see each other as God sees us. And then we heal the world. This peace pole, we create this. We create this on earth when we move from division to unity and we treat everyone as one, right? Everyone as a brilliant, shining, precious gem of God's unique outpicturing. We heal the world. And that's how we stick the landing. Thank you.
It was beautiful and heartfelt. Sticking with the Thanksgiving theme still. Lots of things can bring me down, it's true. Every day I feel some pain, but there's one thing that always gets me through and brings me sunshine through the rain. As long as I live, I'll be thankful. Long as I breathe, I'll be grateful. I'll look for the good every day, celebrate each step along the way. And if one prayer's all I ever pray, I'll make it thank you, thank you, thank you. Every day I get to make the choice of how to spend my precious time. But if I don't give my gratitude a voice, that would be a major crime. As long as I live, I'll be thankful. Long as I breathe, I'll be grateful. I'll look for the good every day and celebrate each step along the way. If one prayer's all I ever pray, I'll make it thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for all of the sounds, for all of the sights, for all of the smells, the earthly delights, for all of the tastes, the bitter, the sweet, sensations I feel from my head to my feet, for the sunset at night, the sunrise each day, the breezes that blow, the trees as they sway, for the lakes and the oceans and the rivers that flow, my deserts, the mountains and valleys below, for the smiles on the faces of strangers I see, the friends and the fruit from my family tree, for flora and fauna, sadness and fun, for the way it all works together as one. As long as I live, I'll be thankful. Long as I breathe, I'll be grateful. I'll look for the good every day, celebrate each step along the way. If one prayer's all I ever pray, if one prayer's all I ever pray, if one prayer's all I ever pray, I'll make it thank you, thank you, thank you. I'll make it thank you, thank you, thank you. Yes, I'll make it thank you, thank you, thank you.
Yeah, thank Joe. Thank you. Now it's time for conscious circulation. This is where we get to experiment with our belief in abundance, right? Isn't this wonderful that we get to actually try it out? Try to outgive God just for 1 month. Just try. We can't do it. Spirit is always saying yes, always supplying its creations, and we are that. So, if you give online, even if you don't give online, I think in the pocket of the chair in front of you, there are abundance cards. You can read them, you can keep them, you can share them, you can put them on your bathroom mirror if you'd like. We created those for you to remind you we live in an abundant universe. And if there's not a card in there, there's one in next to you. So go grab one out and let's pray. We know and accept that God is abundant. God is abundance. It is a quality of God, just like love and joy and peace and order and power and unity. It is a quality of God. And we demonstrate it as we grow our consciousness and believe in an abundant universe, in an abundant spirit, in an abundant life. And I know that as we expand our consciousness, our abundance grows as well as our love and our friendship and our joy. And so I give great thanks for this demonstration of abundance in and through and around this organization, knowing that this is the place where we're doing the work of Spirit on earth, both within these four walls and outside in the community. And I know it is all God. It is an act of divine givingness, Spirit's self-givingness, giving to itself as us and through us. I give great thanks for the abundance here, knowing that it does good work, God work, at the level of the condition. I am so grateful, and so it is.
This is my wish for the world, that peace would find its way to every boy and girl. This is the time for harmony. Let love be the song that everybody sings. Fill the air with joyful noise. Ring the bells and raise your voice. Let there be peace on earth. Let there be peace on earth. Lift your light and let it shine. Let it shine, shine, shine. Let every voice be heard. Let there be peace on earth. This is my wish for the world, that peace would find its way to every boy and girl. This is the time for harmony. Let love be the song that everybody sings. Fill the air with joyful noise. Ring the bells and raise your voice. Let there be peace on earth. Let there be peace on earth. Lift your light and let it shine. Let it shine, shine, shine. Let every voice be heard. Let there be peace on earth. Fill the air with joyful noise. Ring the bells and raise your voice. Let there be peace on earth. Let there be peace on earth. Lift your light and let it shine. Let it shine, shine, shine. Let every voice be heard. Let there be peace on earth. Let every voice be heard. Let there be peace on earth.
I'm looking. Here we go. What's this? Ooh. I have some miracle minutes to share with you. I just love this part. This is so wonderful because, I don't know, it's inspiring to me when someone else prays and they get a demonstration, they get a shift in consciousness and they get a demonstration, it's just so inspiring to me. I love it. Keeps me going back to the meditation cushion, right? Where you, every day, go back to the meditation cushion, waiting for nothing to happen. And it's wonderful. It pays off. This is from Joy. She said, here's my miracle minute. I decided to have the cataract in my right eye get fixed. It's time. I saw the ophthalmologist and he agreed. Moved on to the scheduling, and the first office scheduling appointment was March 5th. Way far away. Anyway, so insurance and COBRA and all that kind of stuff. So ends in January. So she made the appointment for March, but started doing treatment, right, for maybe an earlier slot. Something opens up. Doesn't something always open up with prayer? It does. Anyway, she said, I'll be darned. They called me and they said that an opening appeared January 6th. Yay! I love it. Woohoo! Timing can't be better. Okay, and it's a God thing, right? It's a God thing. Wait, there's more. Just back to that commercial stuff. This is from the prayer shawl group. You know that group. They get together and they're making prayer shawls and baby hats and baby blankets to give out in the community. It's lovely. So she said last week, well, it was a couple of weeks now, she asked for donations. Betty Brink, and who else? And Catherine. Yeah, where are you, Catherine? Oh, there you are. And Cindy Britton, I know you're kind of the core group, and then other people have joined in, and there's a lot of knitters and crocheters around here. Anyway, they asked for money for the purchase of baby yarn. I guess it's a special kind of yarn, extra soft or whatever, for specific requests from the people that we're donating to. Right, these charitable foundations in San Diego. So by noon that same day they asked for it, they got $120 plus an offer of a bag of baby yarn that somebody had in their house. Oh my God, I love this. Talk about answered prayer, right? Thank you so much for sharing that. I love it. And this one is from Liz. I want to thank the practitioners and ministers who held me in prayer before, during, and after my cataract surgery. Everything went smoothly, even having to go without food or water till late in the afternoon. Yeah, those late appointments, boy, that really... Anyway, and keeping up with the eye drops afterward. She is healed, 20/20 vision, yay. Good name for a spiritual center, isn't it? That was going to be our yearly theme in 2020. We were going to say, perfect vision, 2020. And then, well, you know what happened in 2020. Never did get off the ground. Anyway, she said a lot of people have had this surgery, but she hadn't. And there was a little anxiety, but that's all right. She said if she felt silly to ask for prayer, but nothing really lies outside of prayer. Please ask for prayer. Even if you think it's silly or even if you think it's too trivial, ask anyway, right? Ask anyway. Do it anyway. And she said it made it so much easier knowing I was being held in prayer. And yes, she was, and it's wonderful, right? So please put in those prayer requests. Even if you think, I don't want to, do it anyway. Okay, that's my commercial for prayer. And now it's time for The Last Word by Johnny Kirko.
Here's Johnny. Baby yarn? It's a little scary. Is it made out of babies? What the heck's that? That was a Joe Rathburn joke. I'm not taking credit for that one. Hello, everybody online. We continue our meet and greet right after our celebration. We've got one-on-one prayer available with a practitioner. Say hello. Today at noon, it is World AIDS Day, and we are celebrating that here at Vision. Joseph, want to talk a little bit about it?
Yeah, today marks the 36th anniversary of World AIDS Day, the day we name, honor, and remember those we lost to AIDS. So we're all going to get together today and remember who we lost. In the service, we also honor and remember those who cared for those who we lost, nurses, doctors. And then we also honor and remember the people who survived that tragedy, as I'm one of those people. There will be beautiful music by Rhea Carey and Tim Alexander, and we'll be led in prayer by Billy Francis. So please come and join us. Last year's service was incredibly moving, and I think if you lost someone or you cared for someone or you survived, it's an incredibly moving experience. So please come.
Thank you, Joseph. over here at the group again. James, we got choir starting up on Tuesday. Can people still join for Christmas?
Yeah, they can still join for Christmas. Of course you can still join for Christmas. Are you kidding me? We're going to have a lot of fun. We have lots of helps. We'll help you every step of the way. We got recordings you can practice with. We'll take care of you. Tuesday night, 6:45. Be here.
That's right. Join us. We got a really good group, too. It's amazing how many people are joining us in the choir. So if you want to join, still be a part. You can be. This Thursday night, we are showing Midnight Jack, the movie. It's Jack Tempchin's movie. I don't know exactly how he created this, but he and Gregory Page did this, and it's going to be a movie night. So it's a movie night. We're going to have popcorn, all kinds of stuff. This Thursday night at 7 p.m. How about Joe Rathburn today? So Joe's got a couple of shows coming up in the holiday season, and Joe, the first one is the John Denver show with Peter Bolin.
That's right. Every year, with the exception of COVID years, I think Peter and I have gotten together and paid tribute to John Denver, and it's a marvelous evening of remembrance of that man's great music, and we hope you show up for that because it's a lot of fun. If you like John Denver, you're going to like this night. And the second show I've got coming up this season is, last year we had scheduled a Christmas concert on the 21st of December, and probably on the 19th I got COVID. So we had to cancel, and just so happens that the 21st is on a Thursday this year again, and my friend Art Deco and I are getting together, and we call ourselves Too Much Fun. That's our duo, TWO, Much Fun. And we're going to do a Christmas program on the 21st of December. It's going to be great. And I just found out today that my wife and I had recorded a O Come All Ye Faithful, my arrangement of O Come All Ye Faithful, and she sang on it. And it was so beautiful. I was so moved that the collaboration worked. And she's going to be here that night to reprise that performance. So anyway, please, the 21st of December, if you don't have anything booked already, please. Excuse me. That's right. I keep thinking it was Thursday, but it's Saturday. Sorry. It's a Saturday night, 21st. It is still the 21st. But please come on in and share the Christmas spirit with us. We're going to have a fun program. Okay.
Thank you, Joe. So there's two shows. December 12th is Peter Bolin and Joe Rathburn doing John Denver, and then on the 23rd they're going to be doing a Christmas show. 21st. Can I get the 22nd? Can I get the 23rd? How much is it? I think they're $20 tickets, something like that, $25 tickets. Is that correct? $25. Whatever they are, come and join us, and we'll have a lot of fun that night. I also want to give a big, who was here for Thanksgiving? I want to give a big shout out to Billy Francis and Carrie Powell for putting that together, and for everybody who brought food, and that was really cool. There were almost 40 people. You can see in the pictures back there. All kinds of wonderful stuff. Thank you, everybody. I love the community and getting together. Speaking of community, we're still doing the Feeding America, which is collecting food, non-perishables. You'll see the boxes all over our sanctuary. Thank you, Betty Brink, for doing that and making that happen. She's going to be taking that out today, and then we're going to be collecting more for the rest of this year. So please bring your non-perishable foods for that. Poinsettias, we talked about that. And the way we want to work with is that we want you to give a donation to someone special for the poinsettias. So if you want to buy a poinsettia, we put them up here. We'll do it for the rest of the season, and then you get to take them home after the holiday season and do a donation. We'll put it inside of the bulletin for the Christmas Eve evening. So they're $30 a piece, and they're wonderful for us here in the space. Adopt-A-Bill is back. We continue talking about Adopt-A-Bill. It's the board over there on the wall right across from the kitchen. And we've got a couple additions to it that we're adding. First of all, we're getting new carpet. This carpet's in bad shape, so we're going to be doing that. And also, we had to get a new vacuum. So a lot of stuff going on things are happening around here at Vision. So if you want to donate to either one of those, the carpet's almost $6,000, and I think the carpet cleaner is like $300. So if you want to give some donations to that, we thank you for that. And everybody who's already donated, thank you very much. We appreciate all of your support. The lending library. So the lending library sits over in the back room over there. I want to thank Linda and Tasha for helping and making sure that happens. And they are encouraging you to give gifts away from the lending library. Go in there, check out some books, and give them away as Christmas gifts. So check it out and see what's available for you. We're going to talk about that, Tasha, later, but Tasha's saying you can borrow them. We'll talk more about that later. Marcus Gilliland, come on up. I want to talk. He started up a new group for the next 4 weeks called Welcome the Light.
So as we approach solstice, winter solstice, there's about 4 weeks. This was the first week. We'll just get together, a little quote from Ernest Holmes regarding light, and we're sticking with the global themes that come through Centers for Spiritual Living. So it should tie in very nicely with what Reverend Patti talks about over the next 4 weeks here. So 8:30 to 9:30 over in Marjorie's room. Super simple. Just come, talk, sit, be with us, and we'll have some discussion questions. Should be nice.
Thank you, Marcus. Love that. Next week, Reverend Patti will be back. Her talk title is A Perfect 10. We're bringing Bo Derek back. With Janet Hammer and the house band will be here with us. That evening, or that afternoon, 3 o'clock, Jack Tempchin's having a concert. He's doing that once a month now. That's on the second Sunday of every month, so join us for that. So, it is the beginning of December. If your birthday's this month, please stand up. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, December babies. Happy birthday to you. All right, Lear, what kind of cake we got?
We have a delicious carrot cake.
Carrot cake.
Everybody loved it last time we did it. You have another one.
Carrot cake. Very good. Happy birthday, everyone. Augie, Joe.
Okay, so I'm thinking, my mother would say, yeah, I can smell the wood burning. Foundations class in January. Anybody interested in foundations class in January? And if you are you interested in a day class or an evening class? Please let me know, because I'm trying to make a decision. Day or evening, what have you got available if you're interested in foundations? So there you are. Think about it. Come see me. We'll talk about it. We'll set a date and a time with our Director of Education, James Vandenberg. What am I missing here? We're ready to pray out. No, we're not. We're going to stand up and we're going to say our affirmations first. They are up there on the big screen. Yay! Okay, good. I know this. I do this. Practitioners, ministers, we're going to be ready for prayer afterwards. And remember, nothing is too trivial for prayer, right? You know, my practitioner 2 teacher was Billy Francis. And what she said was, anything that takes us out of the holy instant is worthy of prayer. Wow. Okay? So we should be lining up for prayer after this service. Let's say our affirmations. Let's say them. You ready? I choose to be here now. I belong here. There is nowhere else I would be. Life is unfolding to support me. We're going to say that last one again. I want to hear the oomph in it. I want to hear the commitment. I want to hear that powerful, passionate, purposeful. Wow, that's alliterate. Okay. Statement. You ready? It was me. I was talking too long. Let's do it. Life is unfolding to support me. Absolutely. Oh my gosh, absolutely. Let's pray. Giving great thanks for this good. I know that Spirit is around me, in front of me, walking before me, holding the light high, opening doors and windows, whatever needs to be opened for me to pursue the path, the individualized path of Spirit that I am on. I know that Spirit makes the way easy for me. I know that I embrace the goodness of God each and every day, in each and every way. I know and accept that Spirit surrounding me, supporting me, just holding me in its loving embrace every moment of every day, makes everything everything possible, because we know with God all things are possible. And so it is. Amen.
Deck the halls with boughs of holly, la 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 la. 'Tis the season to be jolly, la 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 la. Don we now our gay apparel, la 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 la. Troll the ancient Yuletide carol, la 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 la. See the blazing Yule before us, la 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 la. Strike the harp and join the